In case you do not know, there is a Nationality and Borders Bill which is before the Parliament in the United Kingdom. This bill is going to be one of the biggest changes to migration in the UK. In today's video, I'm going to give you a breakdown of how this bill can affect you and your family and the key things that you need to know. If you know anyone who is planning to move to the United Kingdom or anyone who lives in the UK, kindly ensure that they see this video because, as they say, information is the key. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us at the Launch Club, where we bring the latest update about the lived experiences of immigrants in the United Kingdom. Francis is my name. If you've seen any value in this content, kindly support this channel by giving it a like. Currently in the United Kingdom, in order for you to bring your spouse to the UK, you will need to earn more than 29,000. There is going to be a big change in the bill that is before the Parliament in the United Kingdom. So this bill is saying that migrants in the United Kingdom, you have to be married for a minimum of 2 years before you can, if this bill becomes law, before you can bring your partner to the UK, you will need to be married for a minimum of 2 years, and you will need to be earning £38,700 before you are granted a visa. If this bill makes its way to becomes law, as I said before, you must be married for a minimum of 2 years, and to the United Kingdom under the Asylum and Immigration Act, which is before the House of Parliament. This is what the opposition is proposing. Their proposal is they are making this saying that they want to make it hard for low-skilled migrants to be able to move to the United Kingdom. That is why they are proposing that once this bill becomes law, for you to come to the United Kingdom, if you do not earn above 38,700, you will not be able to come to the United Kingdom. Another suggestion that is being debated is once you have been granted refugee status in the UK, if you travel to your home country, you will not be able to come back. If you know anyone that lives in the United Kingdom, this bill is going to be one of the biggest change to UK immigration once the bill becomes law. Another proposal that is being discussed is that migrants will not be able to claim benefit those who live in the UK. And you will not, if your wife is younger than 23 years of age, you will not be able to bring your wife to the UK. So your wife must be above 23 years of age for you to be able to bring her to the UK. The government is saying that the overall annual cap on family visas has to be tabled because they said last year the United Kingdom issued 86,049 family visas was issued in 2024. That is 7% higher than the numbers of family visa that was issued the year before last year in 2023. However, this is overall migration is coming down according to the government own data. The bill that the government is saying is that if you came to the United Kingdom and you seek asylum, when you travel back to your home country, your permit to live in the UK will be revoked while you are abroad. This is what the government is proposing. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. And another thing that our sister Olukemi Badenoch is also pushing the government to do is to say everything I'm giving you this afternoon, this is the latest update that we have as we speak today. And another thing that is being proposed this time around, this is being proposed by no other person but our own Auntie Kemi, who wants to make it harder for immigrants to come to the United Kingdom and work and settle. One of the things that Kemi is pushing for is the Human Rights Act. What Kemi is saying is that once immigrants come to the UK, if you are being deported, according to this proposal that Kemi is put forward and her party they put forward, under this law, currently, when the government wants to deport people back to their home country, a lot of people use things like the Human Rights Act to stay in the country. They take the government to court and they say things like, oh, I have a child who is British, and as such, if you deport me back to my home country, you'll be splitting me and my child. You'll be separating my child, you'll be depriving my child of the right to family life. What this bill is proposing is that if you came to the United Kingdom and you commit a crime, the government will be able to deport you under this proposal that Kemi Badenoch is and a party are putting forward. What they are saying is that the Human Rights Act, Article 8 to be precise, which have allowed a lot of immigrants to stay in the United Kingdom because they have children who are British citizenship. What they are saying, as you can see in front of me here, is that that law should not apply to immigrants anymore. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. Whether you have any views on this. Do you think that it is fair for the government to say that you must be married for a minimum of 2 years before you can bring your partner to the UK? And the government is also saying that if your wife is 22 years old, you will not be able to bring her to the UK until she reaches 23 years old. That is what the government is saying today. The 5 key changes that the government is proposing in this law that is before Parliament as we speak today is: number 1, make sure you share this video with anyone that you know lives in the United Kingdom. If you want to come to the UK, what the government is saying is that you must earn £38,700 before you are granting a visa. There will be no visa for anyone that earns less than that. That is number 1. Number 2, if you are granted refugee status and you move back to your home, you visit your home country, your permit will be revoked while you are abroad. Another thing that the government is saying, as I said before, is that if you marry a woman, for you to be able to bring your wife to the UK, you must be married for a minimum of 2 years in your home country. And your wife, if your wife is less than 23 years of age, you will not be able to bring your wife to the UK until she reaches the age that the government have suggested. What is your view about these changes that is being proposed? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's great news? Somebody is saying it's great news. Do you think it is fair? This proposal that the government is saying now, that in the United Kingdom, you cannot come in as an immigrant if you earn less than £38,700, and you will not be able to bring your spouse. So if you're married, you're married today, you can only bring your wife if you have been together for more than 2 years. And if your spouse is less than 23 years old, she cannot come to the UK until she is more than 23 years old. And the government is also saying that the human rights law, Article 8, which a lot of people have used to stay in the United Kingdom, especially the right to family life, what the government is proposing is that if this becomes law, it may not apply for immigrants. So if you are somebody who have committed crime, who has a British citizen, the government will be able to deport that person back to their home country when they have committed a crime. Let me know what your views are about these key changes. 38,700. I'm repeating it. That is the amount that you have to earn, and your wife must be more than 23 years old, and you have to be married for more than 2 years, and the Human Rights Act will not apply to immigrants if this bill becomes law. You can show our appreciation to what we are trying to do by supporting this channel, by giving it a like. As soon as we hear any update, be rest assured that the Launch Club is where you will hear the latest update when it comes to migration. Let me know what your